Hey guys, so recently I've been watching a lot of Emma Blackery, and one of the most popular videos she does is when she talks about her past. In particular, she speaks a lot about the first part-time job she had when she was growing up. So I thought it'd be a good idea to make a video about my first part-time jobs that I had growing up and what my thoughts were on them. New intro there for your enjoyment. So my first part-time job I got when I was about 14 years old, and it was in a local restaurant. Typical first part-time job. Although I originally applied to be a waitress at this restaurant, that's not what I ended up doing. I was the gravy ladler. I literally ladled the gravy onto the plates. I also dealt with making sure that the Yorkshire puddings were on the meal, that the applesauce or the stuffing or both were also on the plate, as well as putting the gravy on top of the Sunday meal. And I did this for about 5 or 6 hours every Sunday. Yeah, it was an easy job, but it got monotonous. It was also in that job that I realised never to get on the wrong side of a chef. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I put a Yorkshire pudding on the meal upside down once by accident, and the chef shouted at me. So anyway, I kept my gravy ladling job for about 3 years, and then I decided that I wasn't getting anywhere in that job, so I would go job hunting, and I managed to get another job in the local pizza shop. Still working with food, I know, but I thought, hey, it's a takeout, so it won't be as bad as working in a restaurant. Was I wrong or what? Basically, with this job, you had to know everything. So you needed to know how to make the dough, you needed to be able to serve the customers, you needed to be able to make the pizzas or the kebabs or the parmesans or whatever we were doing. And it was so busy from time to time, you didn't have a moment to actually think. To make matters worse, we constantly had the boss, a bad-tempered Egyptian fellow, breathing down our necks. And if you made any mistake, you knew you were in trouble. Also, because I had a car, the boss would get me to drive between his shops to make sure that everything was running smoothly, meaning that I was spending my wages on fuel to go to and from his shops. So really, I was working for nothing. Needless to say, I quit that job when I got my current job. Despite all the bad points that I've just mentioned there, however, it is a necessity of life. You will go through rubbish jobs before you get to the good jobs, and you just need to stick them out. My previous employers were good enough to give me a job and pay me to do my job. So despite the fact that I didn't enjoy them, I am thankful that they gave me a job in the first place. Let me know in the section below of any jobs you had growing up and what you thought of them, whether you thought they were good, whether you thought they were bad, or whether you were indifferent to them. I'm doing an Emma Blackery for some reason. I swear I'm just turning into Emma Blackery. I'm sorry if the arm waving thing is copyrighted. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Emma.